welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading. I hope everybody is well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section and let me know if the reading resonates with you. Mm. We got something to talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about it tonight. So, welcome to the channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell, right? It'll tell you subscribe and you want all. Ring that bell. That way you notify anytime I come on, right? You won't have to guess because you'll get that notification. And if this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thank you for coming to the channel. While you listen to my Gemini, Sag, Libra energy, kick it with you tonight. That's my top 3. While you listen to this one, give you the message I hear from Spirit. We have a little subject matter. We've been talking about reciprocation, reciprocity, giving and taking, pattern recognition. What else we've been covering? Shadow work, of course. Emotional maturity, parent wounds, and arrested development. Lots more. But how all of those things play out. Tarot is therapy in a lot of ways if it's used responsibly, right? Tarot is therapy if it's used responsibly. And here in the Spiritual Lounge, our goal is for healing and to use tarot responsibly. I don't expect that just because you hear the message and it resonates a bit that it's your entire story. It's not my goal to make it your story. It shouldn't be your goal either. But if you get some kernels, little tidbits, something that makes sense, that is healing, that is the goal, right? Most of my readings, I would say, I feel are very responsible. No, I wouldn't say most, all of them, but every now and then there is a reading I would say I'm like wowed by the scuttlebutt of people coming out all across the table. I can't stop it. If that's the storyline Spirit gives me, it's the storyline Spirit gives me. Again, take it how it resonates. Abdul Jalil, hi. I hope I said that right. If that's the storyline that comes, that's the storyline that comes. You hope I become famous one day. Me too. Well, not too famous. Thank you. I will. I will definitely keep going. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. The moderator's not in the room yet, but when she gets here, I will set the pin comment. And then we are going to read the tarot. That's what we do here on this channel. So if that is not your thing, it's fine. Plenty of things to watch on YouTube. I won't be offended. But if it is your thing and you're comfortable, have a seat. Sit back, relax, get a drink, get something to eat, get your snacks, whatever. Get comfortable in the Spiritual Lounge, okay? All right, so we're going to unpack several things. If you decide that you would like a reading, I always have not pin comments. In the description box of all of my readings, there is an email address for you to reach out to me, should you choose. Okay? I do not reach out to you on any platform I'm on, across platforms. So if anybody ever gets in the comments and said, oh, would you like a reading? That ain't me. That is not me. I don't care what they mask. I don't care what they use to say my name. It's never happened. I'm not saying it will never happen, but it's happened to many readers. I don't do that. Sage Master Sagu. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I do have one book, right? That it's a journal. It's a spiritual journal. So, I'm about to say Sag. I don't know why I was about to say that. It's a shadow work journal. It's called Do It Your Damn Self. It has prompts, 45 prompts in it. You can get it on Amazon. That is the only book I will ever recommend in writing, which is in my description box. Okay. Other than that, I might tell you about something and suggest that you read it. But if anybody comes in there talking about my life changed when I read this book, and it's not my book, be careful what you're buying and what you're clicking on. Okay. All right. So, I hope everybody's new calendar year is going well for them. Um, but Spirit said, if you are enough to be taken from, you are enough to give to. I need y'all to remember that. That is reciprocal energy. That is what love is about. It's about the giving and the taking. It's about being unconditionally loving, nurturing, responsive, respectful, accountable, responsible with another, okay? And with yourself. All right, so where are we starting? I feel like we're going to start from the cosmic record. No, that's last. Spirit said that's last. All right, so you're going to take this how it resonates, okay? If it don't resonate, don't take it. It's okay. Leave it for somebody else. It's not yours. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What they need to know or be aware of. Let me see something here. Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know? Oh, healer. So that's in the past energy. Did you recognize that you are a healer? Or did you need some sort of healing? I feel like this is my earth angels. Recognizing that they are healing beings, sentient beings. Tell me more, Spirit. Uh-oh. Somebody is blocked, though. No access. No entrada. Access denied. Hold on. Somebody want access to your energy? Yeah, abandonment. Somebody got abandonment issues.
You thought it was them.
Hurry up.
You know, he also burst through my door today.
Yeah, he does that a lot. Oh, protected. Somebody is spiritually protected. There's a lot of masculine energy coming out in these cards, too. Tell me more. Somebody might be being abandoned by feminine energy, though. Or felt. Oh, wow. I felt this. Okay, so right before I started the live, I saw a short. And, yeah, manipulation. I saw a short about, it was a therapist talking to somebody. And he was saying that a lot of men do not like women, okay? And I do not like to get gender specific in a reading because, you know, you got to take it how it resonates, the feminine or the masculine energy, right? But a lot of men typically, what we're experiencing now is there are a lot of men that do not like women, or we're coming to understand that. Why? Because of abandonment issues. Because of a lack of mothering or nurturing or guidance at a young age. So they get with a woman and they want her to fill their cups. but they don't necessarily want to fill her cup because they haven't got over their hurt, right? Maybe a hurt that she didn't do, but they didn't get over their hurt. And I feel like if this could be like it's given like it could be two masculines or two men, one in feminine and one in masculine energy, or it could be that there's a man that has some serious feminine wounding, okay, from the mother energy. The mother in the hidden energy has abandoned this person. She didn't stick around, she didn't come around a lot, or she left and she never came back. It's something like that. Because we also got manipulation here, right? And one thing I've learned, no, one of many, one of many things I've learned about bad mothers and multiple, bad mothers is that some of them will go away, maybe for life. Shoot, somebody could have had an adoption and then found their mother, or the mother could just been very neglectful and disappeared. Whatever the case may be, when the mother gains access to the child, whether the child is an adult or still a child, those particular type of mothers tend to manipulate their children. And sometimes they try to manipulate them to fulfill an empty cup of theirs, if that makes sense. Like kind of they know that they can trigger somebody, that if don't nobody else value them in the world, that child looks up to them, that child will listen to them, that child will agree with them. They can yank that child's chain and everybody will give them a pass for it to a certain degree. The only person that can stop them from yanking their chain is the child. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't interfere with any of that. But I'm saying all this to say that that kind of dynamic creates a man that does not like women, but still may want the women in their life. Okay? So there's a lot of wounding. Yeah, they'll make love offers. They'll love bomb. They will make an offer for a woman to be in their life so that they can get what they need to get. But somebody is blocked. Their access is blocked from a healer. That's what's given. Like it could be two masculines, three, it could be multiple masculines in here. But there's something about the masculine energy for me that's showing distorted is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting a feminine energy that just disappears. She leaves. She doesn't stay. Black cherry. Peace, peace, peace. Tell me more, spirit. Tell me about this healer energy in the past. Ooh, exactly. See what I'm saying? And the reason why I say, see what I'm saying? This masculine would want to hold on to a healer. They don't want to release that. Also, they feel like a victim from the person that abandoned them. This person has not worked on their issues or has not fully gone through the journey. They still have excuses for their behavior. It's, well, you make me feel like that, and you get on my nerves. Like there's a masculine here is really angry with a feminine energy, but it may not be you. So if you are the feminine in your masculine's life and they treat you bad, it's because they're mad at another feminine that they have not worked out their issues with. And then, so instead of them working it out, they're not taking that accountability, and the spirit has blocked access. Tell me more, spirit. Let me show you. So this person is in victimhood energy. This person here, their hands might be bound, but you see how they can literally reach up and take that off of them? Let me see something. I don't know why it looked like he's smoking something through that. That's not even a gag. His mouth is just covered. This person can pull that down. They could easily wiggle their hands out of these ropes. This bondage is what they were wrapped up in their mind. You might have nurtured somebody who was a victim. All right. Somebody who is like glued to their suffering, so to speak. Like somebody who married to their suffering. I can't stop suffering. I can't stop. Like people will tell you, oh, I can't change. I can't change. Why? Because they are in love with their suffering. And it doesn't make sense to say that, but it's kind of like an oxymoron. It makes no sense. But people will marry themselves to their suffering. Tell me more. Yeah, soulmate. Spirit says soulmate or not, they got to be blocked. Because they got to heal. They got to heal these abandonment wounds. Tell me more about that. Ooh. Yeah, they got to go through a transition. That popped out. Wouldn't even go back into that. Somebody got to let some shit die. You know, I feel like somebody was in a nihilism type of situation. Something they just refuse to let go. But in the hidden energy, it's got to go. It's got to go. It has to end. This death is also a new beginning. You see how the plot is brown. That's an opportunity for growth. Grass will eventually grow over that, cover that. But it doesn't make the death any less, if that makes sense. Somebody got to heal. And maybe you had to leave this person in the cemetery where they belong, meaning that the relationship had to be over. That's why they can't have access. They might have been blocking you from a soulmate, from all their pain. But Spirit said you have blocked, or they have blocked access from this person to you. Tell me more, Spirit. House. Yeah, protection. Sometimes your home feels like your best form of protection. It's like once you enter those four walls, so we say. But if once you enter that home, you know that's where the protection is. That's no, maybe you do protections over your home or you need to. Take it how it resonate, but home feels like that's what stabilizes you. But I'm also getting somebody don't feel protected. So if you are in a relationship with a person, they don't feel like home and they don't feel like protection because of the lack of emotional safety. Okay, people who are dealing with abandonment issues tend to be very insecure. Okay, everybody's out to get them in some way, or they can't maintain a relationship long because they self-sabotage. You know, and again, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, some men don't like women, so they take everything out on the woman that they choose, that somebody that they want to keep them, you know, serve them, support them, but they don't want to give back to them. All right, tell me about this manipulation, Spirit. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. The karmic masculine is the manipulator. This masculine, Spirit said this is what I wanted you to talk about. This masculine will give a fishy offer, a love offer. This masculine, whoever this is either governed by manipulation, but then also a manipulator. This is somebody who feels like they are cute, they are handsome, they could collect hearts, that you or somebody will fall for them. They feel like they got the gift of gab, that you would just be under their spell. They bat their eyelashes and you would just, you know what I'm saying, fold. Bottom of the deck. Enamored, right. I don't know if somebody might think you are enamored with them, but ultimately, I feel like they are focused on you because they're in the likely outcome. I feel like you're protected. You are protected. You are also a healer. And this person wanted or feels like they need you to heal them. But Spirit said, pay attention to, don't romanticize the victimhood of this person. Don't romanticize your ability to soothe them, right? You may have the ability to soothe this person, does not mean you're supposed to be with them. Does not mean that your soothing lasts past the action of soothing them, right? So if there's a conversation you have with them and they calm down, don't mean they're going to stay that way, because this person hasn't worked on themselves internally. That makes sense? So this is somebody who is soothed by your energy, calmed by you, but still a victim, still hasn't fully worked down their stuff. And they are very manipulative, and they are coming from manipulation. You know, women tend to figure it out when a masculine does not like them, even if they pretend to want to be with them. They can figure out, you know. And I was appreciating the fact the man was talking about it when I saw the little snippet, because he said, you know, men that like you and love you, when he asked them, well, how do you know you love this person? Their dialogue is way different. Their dialogue is, I want the best for her. I want to alleviate problems for her. I want to make sure she's good and make sure she's taken care of. I want to be her rock. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to, uh, if she don't want to work, I want to make sure I got it. If she want to take care of this or take care of the kids, I got it on my back. You understand? Or if she, um, hi Venus. If she wants to be like, I don't know, like the man said, like take care of her mother, whatever her priorities are, I want to support her. That comes from a man that loves and likes you, and he is not wrong. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. But a man that don't like you will watch you in his face struggle. Will leave you to struggle. You know what I'm saying? Make life even harder for you. Lay their burdens on you so hard that you can't even get up, because the weight of them and everything else on you would be too much. A man that doesn't like you will expect from you but not give to you. And a lot of times they don't even realize that that's the case. They don't even realize that's what they're doing. Somebody got a karmic masculine that they're thinking about. Don't mean that in your life, but somebody, whoever the karmic masculine is, you had to walk away from that situation. Spirit said, let that shit go. Because they're still manipulators. I don't even think, with the manipulation and karmic masculine, this person may not even be fully aware of who they are and how they show up in the world. They might think what they do is cute. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of low vibrational karmic people like it, so it must not be that wrong, right? Somebody like it. My mama like it. My daddy like it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody encourage them, you know, in their life to be low vibrational, so they don't see nothing wrong with the way they behave. Mm-hmm. What's up, Lati? What's going on? So with that being said, you know, that's where your discernment comes in. That's where you have to decide, do I allow somebody put their whole entire self on me and not ever support me and not ever show up for me and not ever look me out and not ever, you know, do what it takes, right? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you go it alone until the right soulmate appears. Because this person is now blocked from access till the right soulmate appears. Now, they may be a soulmate for you, but that don't mean they the right one. Spirit is urging you to end any connections that do not serve you. Leave them in the cemetery where they belong. What that gives me with this abandonment and transition, is given somebody who will ghost you, somebody who disappears. And let me tell you, a person that loves, cares, and likes you will not ghost you. They will not just disappear, reappear when they feel like it. A person that likes and loves you, you know what I'm saying, will care about your needs as well. All right? They will talk, they will communicate to you. They will assure you, maybe I need a little space, but at least let me tell you, let me go get some space, right? And they're not going to go do something in that space that they couldn't do with you. You know, they're not going to go cheat and because they need a little space. A person that loves you is not going to be insecure about you. They're not going to, you know, diminish your greatness. They're not going to diminish your position in life. You could be somebody on the rise or already up there. They're not going to be angry because you have a high position that they don't have. Not a person that loves you. So I feel like you're going to have to. This is a collective reading. This is a collective reading. This is not personal readings. If you want a personal reading, you have to like, share, and subscribe, and hopefully show up on a Thursday or Sunday when I'm doing a live donation reading, and then you get your opportunity to get your questions personally asked. This is a collective. So as I was saying, yeah, this person is, first of all, they're dealing with abandonment, but they may be a product of their environment. So therefore, they may be the type of person to do the same thing and abandon. If they got ghosting issues, stuff like that, it's because they ain't worked through their shit. Um, this person appreciates the protection of your home. That's what I'm getting. They like it where you are. And something tickled my throat when I said that. So, you know, you don't want to hear that. But they like where you are. And they know you are protected. They know their access to you is blocked. And this person may be understanding that they are the manipulative karmic. They may. Like I said, some people will say that they know, and they don't know nothing. We need to heal to attract a partner unless your soul is... Uh-huh. Tell me about this karmic. Yeah. That's right, Lati. Oh, yeah. So this person is enamored. You are a sweetheart, feminine energy. You are intuitive, loving, nurturing, soft. I'm hearing soft. I'm hearing you smell good. You look good, right? And this person is extremely attracted to your light and your energy. But this person would attempt to manipulate you. This is also somebody that don't really believe in your gifts, right? They don't believe that you are a seer. This person will constantly test you if you allow them in your space enough to do that. I'm not getting that you do. I'm just getting that they are focused. That they would give you a love offer because they're very enamored with you. This person feels like they're in love with you, or at least that's what they think love feels like. Although I will say they've never experienced anything else like this. This is what this is. This manipulator, this karmic masculine has never come across to you. Okay? They didn't came across a lot, but they ain't never come across you. So this feels different to them. This would be what they believe love is. And it's more than likely because of the fact you exude love, right? So a person who's deprived of love or never experienced love will experience you in multiple ways, but maybe not in the way love looks like too. Because they don't know how to handle that. They also don't know what to do with that. They want to give it, but they don't really know what it is. They don't know who they are. And so you really got to be careful with somebody who don't know who they are. Mm-hmm. They literally don't know who they are. So if they don't know who they are, this type of person will test you. Try to see if you are who you say you are. Where they come from, people aren't who they say they are. So this person will run you through the tests. You know what I'm saying? They gonna everything you do is gonna be a challenge, and the decision is yours. Are you gonna allow this person to play in your energy, drain you by playing with you and testing you like a child would test their parent, or will you just move on? And I feel like in the hidden energy, you was like, yeah, nah, spirit already directed me to block access and go on with my bad self. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a healer. You don't have time to be re-healing somebody who don't want to actually heal. Somebody who wants to stay in what? Bondage. Some people just, this is where they're comfortable. This is what they used to. Some people are married to their suffering. And they tend to carry that suffering everywhere they go. That's partially what makes them karmic. I heard somebody say a child makes mistakes, an adult makes choices. So some people will, oh, I can't. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. You know what to do. But you don't do it. They don't do it. Tell me more, spirit. This is somebody who will take. You know, this person, one of their biggest challenges is to go to the doctors. They could be going, they might need to go for some physical shit, but this person needs to go for some mental help. Okay? Now, the doctors don't always have all the answers. I ain't gonna lie. A therapist may not have all the answer, but this person needs to make a strong attempt to start working on some shit. Okay? And that's why this isn't a challenge and a lesson. You said, oh no, my abode is locked tight, sealed shut from somebody who ain't working on themselves. You can't do it. You can't do it. So the challenge is to get out of their own way and go seek the help they need. But, sweetheart, being the likely outcome is that this person either, they may try to find someone like you. They won't. But they may try, right? Or they're coming towards you. And I really feel like this person is kind of hyper fixated on you in particular, right? So even if they have distractions like other people, even if Spirit just said, whomever this person deal with, they're trying to find you in them, and they can't. So they won't be satisfied. They will be very apathetic in their life. Like happiness don't last long with this person, because this unhealed version of this person experienced true unconditional love, and they fumbled it because they're not healed, right? And because they fumbled and they're not healed, they will continue to move around with different people looking for you. But there will be no one that can fulfill that void of you. No one. No one is you. And this person, they will give energy, time, and attention to all of those other people instead of giving it to themselves first. They got to start with them. They don't. This person finds it easy to be distracted and focus on everybody else but them, because they can't even go to the doctor and go get checked out. They don't want to know the ugly truth about themselves. It's easy being karmic, because karmic means, for them, I ain't got to answer to nobody. I ain't nobody holding me to no higher standard. That's what they thinking. I don't have to be a better person. So, because, keep in mind now, the reason why I said that, you've already blocked access. They can't get with you. There's no entrada. They cannot come in. Okay? Even protection with the home. They can't even come to your home or in your home. You're not entertaining this person. because the energy is they're not doing what they need to do, because the likely outcome is they're still being manipulated. They're being manipulated, and they are also looking to manipulate. This person loves what you could do for them. They will take from you. They will siphon from you. And a part of the reason why, besides they don't like, feminine energy or something like that, is also because when a person puts you on a pedestal, and they do, they tend to think they can't reach you. So they just settle. They settle for the nonsense that they're already in. This person is going to pay for settlement. Okay? I promise you, they will pay for settling, for not being active in their life, not growing, trying to stay the same, not having any accountability for their actions, because low vibrational people don't hold each other up. They might rib each other, you know what I'm saying? They might crack some jokes, some mama jokes and regular jokes and stuff like that. They might, you know what I'm saying, shoot the breeze, drink a little, hang out a little, whatever, but they're not worried or concerned. Is my friend growing with me? Is my, you know what I'm saying, brother growing with me? Is my cousin growing with me? They not, my lover elevating with me. They comfortable with the same. They comfortable. They're so comfortable that they're uncomfortable, because this person is looking for you in other people, and they ain't gonna find it. They might see somebody that got your complexion, your shape. They might see somebody that could be kind like you, but got their own shit they ain't worked through. They cannot find you through anybody else. That's not possible. They get a little something. They could try to copycat all they want. It's not going to work. And the person doing this is because they are not taking accountability for their own shit. Somebody is manipulated. And when somebody's manipulated, it's a lot to do with someone else knowing that person's vices. Also, they also know the triggers, and they also know what seduces this person. That's how that manipulation is. Oh, I know. They like they like this meal. I'm gonna make that meal and hook that person, right? Or they like designer clothes. I'm gonna get them a bunch of things. They like to not have to pay a bill, so they can stay with me and not pay no bill. You know, things that make this person feel very passive and comfortable. That's what a manipulator will do. And then what the manipulator will do to keep that person hooked in shame and regret is throw up the things that they do for them, because they know ain't nobody else going to do it. Because they're not, how you put it, being accountable, and not holding themselves up. They're not changing. Tell me more, Spirit. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Yeah, this person is confused as to how is this over. I don't understand. I thought this person. Why do I always get this kind of energy? Not always, but it's either somebody that's in particular liking watching my page at some point in time. They need this message, but lately there's been this confusion. I don't understand what the heck is the confusion about. I believe people know, but they're married to their suffering. Because our collective, you can't be that confused at this point. I know, I don't believe my collective is that confused. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. I don't think y'all that confused. But I feel like this manipulative person would rather act confused than to take accountability. Like, if you confront this person might want to trigger you, make you act out, and then act like, I don't know why she did that. I don't know. What would look at you? You know they do trigger you into to acting a certain way, and then backing off so everybody can see your reaction. This person is confused. They are lost on this journey. Also, I'm getting it's very what's that word? Late. Like why do I have to do anything? Remember I said they don't like feminine energy, right? So this person is they don't understand, like, why do I have to change anything? Why do I have to do anything to keep that person around? They should just do it for me. They should just give to me. And you got to remember, if you are good enough to be taken from, you are also good enough to be given to. But the wrong person, you got to block access. You got to use your discernment. I don't care how confused they are. You don't have to keep explaining yourself to nobody. Keep that in mind. You do not owe somebody who is, I want to say guaranteed, but Spirit said like committed to misunderstanding you. You don't have to keep explaining yourself. You just stop. At some point, just stop. You've more than likely already said the words. You've already shown them as much as you can. It's exhausting now. It's tired now. It's ad nauseum now. Just stop. Now, when you stop, you can breathe. Pause. Pull your energy back and start placing that same energy on yourself. This person want to start an argument, let them argue by themselves. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm telling you, some people will keep you in these cycles just pretending to be confused. Well, I don't understand. What's the problem? They do. This person may very well have been someone you had a divorce or breakup from, because I feel like this person was trying to block access from you getting what you deserve from anybody else. It's given, I don't know if it's, I'm thinking of Love and Basketball. I might be wrong. But it's given a relationship by somebody's being a wedge. They don't really, they want your attention so fully that you can't see that there are other soulmates out there for you. But I feel like you had to block access to this person so that they cannot come and infiltrate you. But Spirit said they still obsessed. They still planning. They still plotting. The thing is, if they took half the energy that they were planning, plotting, stalking you with, obsessed about you with, and put it into working on changing who they are, getting unconfused, taking accountability, they put a little bit more energy in that, they'd be a transformed individual. They would. Because transformation is here. They could absolutely transform their life. By stop trying to act stupid. Tell me more, Spirit. Achievement, yeah. I do feel like this person has a lot of pride and ego. And sometimes that victimhood works for them. It gives them attention. People start to, you know how they give those prizes, those participation prizes? This person gets that participation prize because everybody knows how hard they had it, or they have it. Bottom of the deck. Oh my God. So yeah, somebody really want to run some love game on you. I heard love spell earlier, but I didn't want to believe that's what it was. Spirit said, that's what it is. Because that love offer that they want to give you to prove some sort of love with enamor here is mainly a love spell's words. It's a lot of jibber jabber about how much they care, how much they love you, how much you mean to them, without the effort. This person will bring you an offer without the effort. So just so that you stay around. Not every man likes a woman. And I would say some women don't like men either. However, the subject is on the men not liking the women tonight. Okay? We'll talk about that another night. Some men don't like you. And their insecurities and they're jealous and envious, that stuff comes out. This is why this person is showing up karmic for a fucking sweetheart. Like, make that make sense. Somebody show you unconditional love, and you, whenever you got an opportunity, you gave them, or they gave their ass to kiss. They did something rude. They did something disrespectful. They ghosted. They traumatized. They lied. They played games. You know, they acted stupid and confused. Spirit says to act. They know exactly what the fuck they doing. Some people want to pretend to be dumb to draw you out and get you out of your element and your energy, get you all wrapped up in what they got to do so they now can soothe themselves and be satisfied that you caught up in the nonsense that they caught up in. Spirit said the devil is a lie. Ain't gonna happen. Your spirit guides, you listen to them and you block the access. Spirit said you're protected, but the only way to stay protected is to stay home. Like, I don't mean to deter anybody from going outside, but sometimes when it comes to staying home, it just means that you staying out of other people's mess. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to everybody's party and to be talked about and be seen and all of that stuff. You're not inserting yourself in somebody else's business. You're not on the street. You know what I'm saying? Doing what street people do. Now, this person, they out in the street. They like the street. They do what street people do. They karmic. It's karmic excellent. That's what they do. But they also want to manipulate the people around them. Spirit said they can't manipulate somebody intuitive, but they will still try. They will still try to get you in arguments. They will still try to bind up your mental energy, keep you stuck in a fight for nothing. You know, sometimes if you pause, and this is what I've learned in my big age, right? If somebody, like, all right, I'm going to use the boy from TikTok, right? I'm going to give you an example. This boy, and he's not a boy, he's actually a grown man, but I'm going to call him a boy because he's a young man to me. Okay, he's younger than he 20 plus years younger than me. He was, I don't want to say past tense, but we'll know if it comes up, was locked in a internet war with his sister, right? Because the sister did something foul to him. And he talked about it. He gave her an opportunity, like everybody else. I'm going to talk about my life and I'm going to share names and send an email for her to see. She didn't look at it for 3 days. By that time, he's telling the story. And she don't like the fact that he told the story. Now, I had to go over there to see for myself how she felt about it. And I looked. And she was given word salad, drama, talking in circles, not being direct because she was evading accountability for her actions, yet saying she took accountability. Just mad saying he's talking about her. He talking about her. He talked about her the short time he mentioned her, or how she played in the other parts of the story as far as everyone was concerned, right? Nothing harmful. He wasn't dragging her. None of that. She will not stop. And I observed this, that she was triggering him. She was triggering him. He got on live. He was doing a lot of talking. He was responding to her. Both of them are not really seeing eye to eye. Both of them are not talking to each other, but they're talking about each other in a way as if they need to talk, but they're not. It's not going, at least it's not going to happen right away, right? So I interceded because we're now TikTok friends or whatever. So I said to him in a video, you don't have to say nothing else. She is not trying to understand what you have to say if it does not serve her, right? And if you continue to argue with her, it will be cyclic, which means you will keep saying the same thing. She will keep saying the same thing, and it won't stop. It will never end. So at some point in time, you got to pay her dust. So therefore, there's nothing for her to say, but she just talking. She can talk. She can say what she want. She really don't have nothing interesting to say, to be honest, from what I could tell, other than trying to talk about him. And it was just she. And then all of a sudden, she started realizing, wait a minute, I can monetize this, but she don't have nothing interesting to say. I was like, pay her dust, because now you are feeding her energy, which will give her money to talk about you, and she not even saying anything. Y'all just doing the same dance. Let it go. Okay. And I said, I was from what I could see, he decided to not give anybody more energy so he could move on with his life. And that's what this is given. Like, somebody will pull something to get you to keep explaining yourself over and over again, because they keep pretending they don't know what happened. They don't understand why. They don't know why you said what you said or you did what you did, right? They will pretend. Don't get caught. When you pause, though, when you stand back and you pause, like I was mentioning earlier, you kind of get to see how ridiculous whatever it is that they're trying to suck you into really is. You get to see it. You pause, you realize it, like, oh, wait a minute. What the hell are we arguing about? Hurry up and shut the door. Because she might just go back and forth and then be crying on the other side. So when you pause, you realize, why are we arguing? What is the point? These are the type of people that throw something else in the game that ain't got nothing to do with the main subject, just to throw you off and keep you arguing. This manipulator, confusion type, energy type person, that's what they will do if you let them. Don't let them, sweetheart. Literally, sweetheart, don't let them. You're too intuitive for that. That's why you have to block access. Don't be let nobody get in you no argument just for the sake of pulling your energy. That's an energy vampire. Give me one more of these, Spirit. When I realized North Node, yeah, Spirit said follow your true north. Come out of that energy that will keep you stuck in cycles with somebody that's not worth your energy. That don't like you. A person that like you is gonna go heal so they can meet you somewhere on your level. They don't heal because of you. They heal because they want to. They heal because if they want to be in the company of somebody good, they're gonna do what it takes. This person, not so much. They might be heading your way. They might not be. But right now, right now, this person is in very manipulative energy. They want to pull the strings. I feel like this person just wants to regain control, or wants control, or what they perceive to be control of you. And that control looks like those word salad arguments that absolutely go nowhere. No one agrees at any point in time. And they just keep you upset. And you upset. You don't even know why. When you get somebody that tries to draw you into an argument, and you deep in your mind, your spirit, your intuition is screaming at you, this is stupid. Stop. Just stop. Whatever you're doing, just stop. Don't cross that road with them. Don't play that. Don't do the dance. You need to leave the dance floor at this point, because they wilding right now. You're supposed to be slow dragging, and this person, basically showing love to one another. And this person over there break dancing, about to break your ankles and hurt you from all the spins and the flips that they trying to do to keep your attention, or beat you up, so to speak. And I don't mean physically, but you get what I'm saying. We're not carrying that energy forward. Whether it's January 2026, whether it's April 2026, it could be the end of 2020. We're not doing that shit. I don't know. My collective, I don't suggest you do that. Ain't no way I'm going to sit there and let somebody keep me in this nonsensical argument because they don't want to take accountability. They can't somehow understand my point of view. They are unwilling to understand my point of view. So collective, that's part of the advice is don't let somebody gaslight you and pull on your energy to argue. One, if you see that it's going to an argument, just stop. Maybe you might want to ask them a question. Do you understand where I'm coming from? They say no, then I don't know where we're going to go with this because I'm not going to argue with you. You said what you said, I said what I said. You don't want to see my way, it's okay. You don't have to see it my way, but we're not going to argue. Go in this next stage right now, y'all. Protect your peace at all costs. Anybody that's on this type time with you, because they will try, I'm telling you, draw it out of you. They're going to try to draw it out of you. Pause. Stop right there in your tracks. Because if you get quiet and silent and you just listen, everything they say or everything they do is going to tell you everything you need to know. You ain't got to argue with nobody. Just listen. Just get quiet and listen. And they're going to scream loud and clear everything you need to know. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Give me some advice. What does the collective need to know? And we got the, what is this called? Hold on. Cosmic Record Deck. This deck was recommended. Well, I asked Lati about it because it's beautiful. It looks like my Akashic deck. I believe it's from the same author. I was like, I gotta get that. I finally got it a while back, but I got it. I like this deck. All right, so tell me more, Spirit, because I feel like there's somebody here who has someone in their energy wanting to come back, but they haven't changed a bit. You will know, but they haven't changed. This person wants to regain control, and they're going to do it in the name of love. They're going to try to speak your love language, but their mask will not stay on long at all. All right, tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about the hidden energy. I mean, not the hidden. Sorry. What was it? The past. This is called the key. You may have had a recent conflict, and this key symbolizes the chance to heal that relationship. And what? On healer, right? The universe reminds you that extending the olive branch is the first step to unlocking reconciliation and understanding. Well, that happened in the past. And I feel like this person tried it again. But that key is past energy. So, I would say don't overextend your olive branch or anything else for a person where you've had recent conflict with. If they are the ones that initiate the conflict, if you have sat and looked inward and you know that you are not the one, you've paused, you've listened, and your intuition is screaming at you, they have to come with the key. And the key will only fit that lock if they have done the work. Tell me more, Spirit. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. That way you get notified anytime I come on. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thank you for coming. Either way, we appreciate you. All right, so since that back, you're being called to keep your distance. What I say? No entrada. No access. Blocked. So you can see the factors clouding your judgment. When you step outside of the situation, you can uncover the truth hidden beneath the surface. Their salty ass is the key to your True that. It is a key. You're right. Because, let me tell you something. These karmic relationships and situations teach us so much about ourselves. If we pause enough to stop engaging for a minute, we can actually free our minds up to think. And when we start to think and ponder and decide, okay, wait a minute, maybe I should be loving myself for a change, you learn a whole lot about yourself. You learn about yourself, you learn about them, and you learn how to proceed forward. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more, Spirit. It said block that, and step on back. I'm trying to tell you, just pause. Don't engage with somebody over there trying to glamour you. I can't make this up. Energy dispersal. You are busy with too many matters, causing your energy to scatter and making it difficult to focus. What did I say? Pull your energy back. Um, the state leaves you feeling drained. Prioritize your well-being and create a new plan to restore clarity and energy. What I say, do not let somebody get you into these nonsensical arguments and drama, right? That you can't, your energy's all over the place. I'm telling you, by the time you finish arguing with somebody who is committed to misunderstanding, you are tired. They are energized because they done sucked you dry. They done watch you go through all the highs and lows. If you just shut up and just let them go, that you can't feed, you don't feed them. They can't eat. You know how the kids be like, I be eating. They can't eat because you're not feeding them nothing. That might make them more mad, and that usually turns the tables. But again, not your problem. Stop feeding no energy like this. Yep. Cup empty, plate, fork, spoon, knives, all of that empty, pot empty. Then you're not giving them no more. Oh my gosh, spirit. This flipped out of my hand. Exhausted. Your life feels like a tiring journey with a platform crowded by unfinished commitments. It's time to pause at the station and reassess the relationships that are depleting you. Y'all, whoever you are, if you are in a depleting ass energy, please, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, get some help. Maybe you need the therapy. You know, maybe you need a trip to go replenish yourself. Maybe you need to go talk to somebody to help you get up out of this. But this somebody is draining. My head's starting to hurt right now, and I'm fine. Like, I literally feel something on my eye and my head. So somebody, and it's starting to go away just that fast. So somebody is feeling so bogged down by somebody that's just constantly. I was just talking to somebody, I can't say their name because they come on here, right? I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and I was saying to them, there was a relative of theirs, a young relative, that said, "Can I come by?" Right? And they're, of course, older than them. And they were like, "Well, I can't because I got this, I got that, I got that." And I said, "Well, why can't they take an Uber? You know, take an Uber to your house. Are they a problem?" "No, they quiet. They stay out of the way." I said, "Well, they look like they need a respite because their parental figure was accusing them of something that they didn't do." And after talking to a cousin of mine about our childhood experience, I had no idea that this, when he was like 17, he would just be waking up in the middle of the night and accosted by his stepfather with weapons like knives and other things, like, but out of the blue, when he's resting, out of nowhere, he's being either physically attacked or threatened. I said, you know, that child reached out to you because they're feeling attacked. And even if it's not physical, it's mental, it's exhausting, it's draining. A lot of times these relationships be like that too, because people like them are like that in their relationships, their romantic relationships, their friendship. They're combative with the closest people to them. I think they need a break. Let them get out of that for a minute. Because there's someone draining their energy with nonsensical arguments, confusion, and delusion. Hi, Pearline Scott. How you doing? Tell me more. What's the likely outcome of this karmic masculine and manipulation? What's the likely outcome, Spirit? Speak up. It says repressed truths will weigh heavily on your heart. Now's the time to release those unsaid words and set your soul free, allowing yourself to experience the lightness and the happiness again. Well, what I get here is that the karmic masculine has something to say to the sweetheart energy. but there's repressed truth. So now they want to come with the truth. I don't know what they hid in the past, but they hid stuff. Now they want to come talk. Now they want communication, but yet the work still has to be done. I ain't seen the work here yet. I see it's difficult because that's in a challenge and a lesson to go get that therapy or get some sort of mentorship support to take accountability. Now they want to talk the truth, but see the thing is, this person, what I'm still seeing is that they just talking. They just talking. Bottom of the deck, cosmic pause. You are being led by the universe to momentarily pause before moving forward. What have I been telling you? I don't even know these cards. I don't know this deck that well, so I don't know these cards. To be honest with you, none of them. um, Step back, carefully assess each possibility, and ensure your steps are in sync with with destiny's plan. You gotta be careful accepting a love offer from somebody who is really enamored with you or want to glamour you with a love spell. You gotta be careful. Take a pause. Don't the first offer they come with, the first yap they got, the thing they gotta say, uh-uh. Mm-mm. This person got some proving that they change type energy. And right now, they ain't changed nothing. This person hasn't changed a thing. You take it how it resonates. If it don't resonate, don't take it. If this ain't your story, it's not your story. However, your person might want to speak to you, but there's no evidence of change just yet in their life. Maybe they want to hear you tell them something. I don't know. Maybe they just want to reveal truth to you. That could be it. But there's no evidence that at their core that they are different than what separated y'all to begin with. Okay. What's up, Carmen? There's no evidence of that here. Only evidence that you are what they fixate on. That's what I see. But Spirit said, It says step back. It says pause. This person will keep you in drama. They are exhausting. They are an energy vampire. But if you pause and you step back, they cannot take from you. They cannot eat your emotions. They cannot trigger you. They can't do it. If you back the hell up, let this person be their best selves in their own way, there's nothing they can get from you. Nothing that you're not willing to give. And again, like the title said, if you're good enough to take, then you're good enough to give to. So this person gonna have to learn that, there's consequences for mistreating somebody. There's consequences for abandonment. There's consequences for ghosting. There's consequences for arguing or being confused and not trying to understand another person's point of view. There's consequences for mistreating people. And if they don't like you, there's consequences for that too. But that means you need to move on to your soulmate. Take it how it resonates. Consequences will get you blocked. Well, make sure that that person moves on and transitions and doesn't talk to you. Consequences will make sure whatever love spell you are attempting will not work. It will not work. Because this person, you, will be using your discernment. You will be guided by your intuition and your spirit guides, right? That love spell, they might as well have just went and got some juice out the store and drank it and said a couple of affirmations hoping it would happen. And it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. You are divinely protected. Protection is here. They cannot penetrate your protection. They can't do it. Some of y'all know what a fiery wall of protection is. Some of y'all do it naturally and don't even know all that, the little ritual involved. Some of y'all just are naturally guided and or protected. And this person here, they got their mouth, but they don't. The action is not showing up. This person is manipulated and likes to manipulate. Give me one more on the likely outcome, Spirit. This person is not stable, and life is changing for them, Spirit said. We got 2 5s. We got 14 likes. That's 5. And we got 5 right now. It says embrace passion. Well, I get that this person like money. It's giving money. Huh. It says recent experiences have quickened your heartbeat, reminding you to chase your dreams. It is an insight from your Akashic truth, revealing that this path leads to abundance. Do not stifle this enthusiasm. Pursue it wholeheartedly. Oh, okay. Okay. So, this person is like, I'm going to get that person back. But remember, I said that they're rooted in control, right? This person's intentions is rooted in control. Um, you have to be very, I would say this person is not emotionally safe, okay? I mean, I would use that term, but that is the feeling spirit is giving me. This person is not emotionally safe because they want to be able to manipulate you and give you just the bare minimum, enough to keep you hooked, satiated, and still, meaning to keep you given to them without them having to do so much for you. I'm not getting that this person has changed at all. I don't know what you Spirit said either fell in love with or what made this feel like a connection you should be in. But it could be just you being in your South Node, very nurturing, caring, and understanding, and trying to understand somebody who was hurt, right? But now your boundaries are more important than this person's hurt, okay? This person will have to work on their own hurt, because if not, this person will injure you or continue to injure you if you let them. So your boundaries are very important. Your self-love, your self-worth are very, very top priority. They are what protects your peace, not this person. Okay? This person desires you, but they are ill-equipped to do what's necessary to keep you. This person had to have mishandled you. I don't get. I'm not. I didn't see it here. There may not have been like a lot of betrayal, right? Like on a grand scheme of things. But this person may run from their feelings and emotions, which is a betrayal in itself, right? But it's not the same thing as with the intent of harming you. Maybe they didn't cheat on you. Maybe they didn't, I don't know. Maybe they didn't steal from you, right? But maybe they still stole from you in other ways, like your time and your attention, only to play games with it, only to test you, only to get you in arguments and stuff like that, because their mind is chaotic. They got maniac mind or double-minded type energy. So maybe you thinking, I'll hear what this person has to say, but at the same time, Spirit is saying you can hear them all you want. They may pursue you to make sure you hear them, but Spirit said pause. Take a step back. This person will have you confused and all over the place because that's where they are. Okay? So, again, take it how it resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ring that bell. That way you're notified anytime I come on. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. We definitely appreciate you. But do not rush yourself into anything. I don't care what nobody offering you. The proof is in the effort. The proof is in the consistency. The proof is in love. They don't like you. They don't like you. They ain't going to be able to just all of a sudden start liking you. I'm trying to tell you. They will show up the way they're supposed to show up if they really like and genuinely care. Otherwise, you get your feelings hurt all over again. So pause. Take a step back and observe. Okay? You might care about them, but don't rush into nothing with this person. Anything with this person. Don't rush into anything with this person. People like this will keep you drained all over the place. You can't even get your own work done, and the things your dreams and stuff like that. How many times you heard a woman all of a sudden she done leveled up, she got a new car, she got a new job, she in school, she graduating, she got a house now, Like her whole life levels up when she leaves these draining type energies alone. Why? Because they are not putting in the right work to work on themselves. So Spirit said, step back. Keep your distance. Yeah. Yeah. And you'll get to see exactly who they are. I don't care what they promise you. You know, this could be a breakup. This could be a divorce. But Spirit says it's time to step back. So that was your reading. Thank you again. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back. You know how I do. I'll be back. What's tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's collective with live donation readings if you're interested. Listen. The best thing you could do is like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell because let's just say it be your lucky night and I offer free readings. Right? You get your one of your questions answered. You won't know if you ain't subscribed. So again, that's the chance you gotta take. Thank you again for coming. Peace and good night, y'all.